Hi everyone, my name is Laurel and welcome to my channel, Lady Loves the Trail. So if you're new here, I'm a midlife lady who just loves the outdoors and all the gear and clothing and footwear associated with the outdoors. And today I would like to talk about the Altra Timp. So what they have these like really long names. What are they? The Altra Timp 5 hiking boot. I believe it's the full fancy name of it. But anyway, I am actually going to take the Timp out on a trail here. I'm in Western Montana and I'm going to be doing about a 10-mile round trip hike if I can make it to the top. I'm probably going to run into snow. And yeah, I want to see how these Timps do out on the trail in the snow. But especially, I want to see if I can actually maybe do a little trail running in them. Now, mind you, that is kind of a off-label use for these boots because they are hiking boots. They're not trail running shoes. But a holy grail that I've been looking for years is kind of a hybrid shoe that I can do comfortable trail miles on, then go off trail and do comfortable off-trail scrambling, hiking in the mountains, using, climbing over boulders, class 3 climbing where you use your hands and your feet to get up mountains and stuff. And I have yet to find something like that. But I'm hoping that the Timp might be the one. So let's go check this bad boy out. Okay, here we are. And don't mind my dirty truck. Sorry. Not sorry. I use this thing for a lot of adventuring. But okay, here are the Timps that I am going to be using today. And obviously I've used them before. Actually, these are fairly new. They look like they're 100 years old, but I got them just in August. And I've only had them out a time or two. And yeah, they look like they've been rode hard and put away wet. But that's not what I'm here to talk about today. I'm here to talk about to see how well these do. I want to see how they do in trail. I want to see how well they do in snow, and then I want to see if I can actually jog down the hill with them. So let me get these on, and then we'll talk a little bit more once I'm up on the trail. Rough in that snow. Goodness. Beautiful up here though, worth it. Okay, it's the next day. I'm done with my hike. I wasn't able to visit too much on the trail because it's actually quite steep uphill and it was taking me a lot longer than I thought to get home. So let me tell you about, first of all, the Timps themselves and then my experience with them. And I actually did hit some snow. I was able to hike in them in snow, and I was able to jog some of the downhills in them. So I'll get to that in a second. But first, let me tell you a little bit about the Timps themselves. Okay, here they are again after my hike yesterday, and that turned out to be about 12 miles round trip. Paid $185 for these on REI. They are supposed to be waterproof. They have a Vibram sole. Really nice tread, I think. I'm not sure if these are zero drop or not. That's what Ultras are known for, is their zero drop running shoes, but these aren't running shoes, these are hikers. And in the REI description, I did not see anything about a zero drop. I did see on the reviews that they have only about 3.4 stars on REI's website. And had I known that, I may not have purchased these. But I did, and so let me tell you a little bit about how it went for me yesterday. And I did want to mention that a lot of the negative reviews, or less than 5-star reviews, were about what people called a design flaw. There's a seam in here that were just rubbing people literally the wrong way. And I will say, when I used these on a big, huge hike I had, I did have to, on my right foot, which is post-op, I had a broken ankle in January, and then I had surgery in early February, and I have a little screw on this side of my foot, and this seam was indeed rubbing that little area of my foot the wrong way. So all I did was I just left this part untied, and I was fine. Though yesterday I didn't have any problems at all. I was able to lace both of these up to the top. They gave me great stability. And so, yeah, but that is one thing I wanted to mention, the quote design flaw, where it can rub your ankle in the wrong way. And just a little background with me and Altras. I have been a fan of Altras for years. I haven't worn them in a couple of years. This is my first pair of Altras probably in 3 or 4 years, because I have found that they wear out exceptionally fast, and they are not inexpensive shoes. So that's why I kind of stepped away from Altras a few years ago, and then just kind of on a whim, I bought these in August and used them successfully on a big, huge climb, backpack, 3-day epic situation up in the mountains, and they really worked wonderfully, except for that one little sore spot that I kind of had to leave the top part of the boot untied. I did not do any trail running in them. It was just strictly hiking and backpacking, and climbing, but they actually worked wonderfully. I will say, as you saw just a second ago, the wear is terrible on them. So Altra definitely has not improved their shoes to have the ability to last more than like a couple outings out, or a couple of months, or a season. Now, that said, I do use my shoes hard. So, but still, I think for $185, you should be able to get more than 2 or 3 uses out of a shoe. And yeah, I mean, you can see the wear. This top part of the boot is actually coming undone, and there's big nicks and dings in the upper. And yeah, so just a little disappointing with the wear already. But let's talk about my experience yesterday. So as you saw, I was able to have a variety of really nice trail conditions. I had a little bit of mud, I had a little creek crossing, and I definitely had snow. And I think they did great. And I was actually able to, here, let me get this big thing out of your face. I was actually able to jog some of the downhills, and they felt pretty darn good. Now, in all honesty, when I woke up this morning, my left Achilles was kind of bothering me. So I don't know if that was just from the length and the distance of the climb, or if it's because I was running, trail running, and I'm talking trotting. I wasn't going full out by any means. It's a steep, rocky trail. I was just trotting the flats and the downhills where it was safe to do so. But I don't know if that was because I was, running in a trail, in a hiking boot, as opposed to a trail running shoe. So that said, I am really pleased with them. I think they had excellent grip on the way up in the snow, in the mud. Excellent grip on the way down. I had maybe one little slide in the snow, and it wasn't bad. I had micro spikes with me. I did not put them on. And yeah, I'm really pleased with them. The one thing that did not happen is they did not stay waterproof. And again, these are not brand new. I've had them out on 2 or 3, maybe even 4 previous outings to this. And so they are not waterproof anymore. Should they be waterproof after 4 or 5 outings still? I think so, but they're not. They were soaking wet when I got back. That's from the 2 creek crossings, up and back, and then up and back in the snow too, near the top. So yeah, that was kind of disappointing. But besides that, I kind of like these. So for my rating, I would say I would give it about a 4 out of 5 stars. Okay, that's my thought on the Timp hikers. So if you like this content, please give my video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this, please subscribe to my channel. It's a brand new channel and I'm hoping to grow it. So also, if you are maybe a midlife lady like I am, outdoorsy, sporty, let me know if you'd like me to review any gear or clothes. I probably have some version of what you'd what you'd like to have reviewed, because I am a gear nut. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and we'll see you in the next one.